In this 20-minute till dawn video, I'll be showing you an easy Elementalist build that will allow you to complete the stage with very little effort and to create this kind of eye-melting bullet storm. To make this build work, we will be selecting Abby with dual SMGs so we can trigger as many on-shot effects as possible. Abby's special ability allows us to quickly mag dump all of our ammo, and the dual SMGs will double the rate at which on-shot effects occur. At the core of this build is the Electro Mage and Firestarter upgrades, both of which are triggered on-shot effects that can be found early on in your run, so you'll always be ahead of the power curve. Electro Mage auto-targets nearby enemies with lightning bolts, so you won't have to worry about controlling it. Firestarter shoots fireballs in the direction you're facing, so you'll use it to focus down bosses and to clear a path for you. Toward the end of the game, when you're filling out your elemental upgrade trees, pick up the Electro Mastery and Overload upgrades to increase your base damage. Some other really good late game upgrades are Kill Clip, which will give you instant reloads, and Soothing Warmth, which will give you health regen if you need it. For tomes, you'll want to pick up the ones for Rage and Elements. Rage increases your ammo and fire rate, while Elements will give you a direct damage boost. Hey everybody, Explode Face here. On this run, we're going to go with Abby with dual SMGs, and we're going to just try to pick up all the elemental upgrades that we can and just see what happens. As we start off, we're going to see that SMGs on their own are just terribly underpowered. Each bullet they shoot only delivers 4 points of damage apiece for a total of 8. We really need to get that above 20. If we can't one-shot something in this game, it's just not going to work out. So we're going to completely ignore bullet damage and go completely with elemental damage. So right now we're just kind of biding our time, just barely able to keep them at bay until we get our first elemental upgrade. Once we get, hopefully we get lightning bolts, and yep, there it is, Electro Mage. Now you're gonna notice that the table is just completely flipped and everything is just dying and there's no problem. We're getting a lot of XP. And we'll go with quick hands just to get a faster reload rate. Reload rate, fire rate, and ammo capacity are critical to this build, so anytime we see one of those upgrades, we're just going to want to pick them up. And at this point, we already have kind of everything we need to carry us through the mid-game. The next power-up we're going to be looking for is Fireball. That's a second tier upgrade, so we'll have to get a little bit into that burning tree first. So now I'm going to start using our special ability. It'll increase our fire rate and move speed, but now we'll be shooting in all directions. This doesn't matter because Lightning Bolt will be doing most of our work for us. And you can see all these octopi monsters just melting on the screen. We're going to take Energized. It's an amazing unlock for this build. It's going to refill our magazine as we shoot, so it's going to make it feel like it's a lot larger than it really is. We got a couple good choices here. There's Health, there's Frost, and there's Fire. We're going to go with Pyro Mage here so we can unlock our Fireball as soon as possible. We're going to go with Haste here because having an increased movement speed is always helpful when trying to avoid the mobs. Wow, an early Electro Mastery. The game auto selected it for us because it just knew that it was the best option. It's going to double our damage from our lightning strikes and also increase its AoE. So that is an amazing pickup there. Always never pass on that. There isn't a lot of great choices here, so we'll just take Vitality for one extra life. And Make It Rain is amazing. It's going to double our fire speed and double our damage output. I don't even know why there's a leave button on that window. Okay, here's our fireball upgrade. This is basically going to give us like a 40% increase in damage, and now we can direct it towards certain enemies. We don't even need it right now, but it's good to pick up in preparation for the next boss. We have a couple of decent choices here. Burn damage over reload rate. Reload rate is a little bit better overall at this point. And here comes our second boss. Now that we have Fireball, we can actively direct damage towards him, and we don't have to rely on the RNG of the lightning bolt to strike him. Oops, and he died outside the boundary. That's a first. We'll go with Magnetism here. It's a nice quality of life upgrade, so we don't have to run around quite as much. And the Rage Tome is the clear winner in this choice. It's going to give us a massive ammo capacity and increase our fire rate. So it's really going to up our DPS. And we're going to go with Run and Gun here to increase our movement speed since we're going to be shooting most of the time. Kill Clip is an amazing upgrade that will really speed up our reload times, and in the endgame, it'll actually make them instant. We'll go with Intense Burn for a little bit more damage. It really doesn't make a difference right now, but in the deep end game, it'll help out. Overload is another great upgrade that will really boost our damage. It's a synergy, so it's not part of any skill tree. You'll get access to it once you've unlocked enough of the lightning and fire skill tree. Soothing Warmth is another great pickup here. It'll give us some health regen because we're applying so many burns. And we'll go with Rapid Fire here for more DPS. Giant is nice, but it's a little bit of a double-edged sword with your increased character size. And we'll go with Frost Mage here. The freeze is helpful in the end game. And Frostbite is a nice addition as our enemies get tougher. And we'll go with light bullets to increase our fire rate. Recharge is nice because it's going to increase our pickup range and give us a bit more ammo. We'll go with double shot to increase the rate at which we're triggering freezes and burns. Whirlwind doesn't really help us out, but we'll go ahead and take it anyways. At this point, since we're completely surrounded, split fire is good because it's going to hit something. And here's our second synergy, Frostfire, which will help increase our burn damage. And Tome of Elements is a clear winner here because it gives us a direct damage boost. That boss is getting straight up bullied. We don't even care at this point. I'm not sure the math works out on this one, but I am just going to take it anyways. Rubber bullets is nice here for the bounce. It's just going to fill our screen full of projectiles. Look at this. And excitement's going to further push our fire rate, so we're going to take it. So we are running out of upgrades at this point, so I'm going to take Fresh Clip. Take aim is completely unnecessary, but it's a nice to have. I can barely tell what's going on. And we'll go with penetration just to see what that does. And now we're just kind of fighting to reach level 30 before the time runs out. It's always nice when you can break level 30. And we'll go with Ice Shard. At this point, it's going to do nothing, but we'll just go ahead and take it. And here we go. We survived the full 20 minutes on Darkness 1, no problems. We're at max life, and we probably overhealed a bunch of times at this point. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.